Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes.
For this one, this is nice, but this is too big.
Okay.
Please. Yeah, so it, reduce it. It's not supposed to be so big. Okay, this is nice, but this text you do not use spacing. There's no proper alignment.
Okay.
There's no proper alignment.
Hello, good morning, Boma. I heard you were asking after me.
Then uh, yes, please. Yes, please. Can you make me host so that I can allow
Boma, your
with the
network is,
co-host with
you're kind
someone
of
to
breaking.
share screen? But instead of all, just make me host.
Okay, you are the co-host. I've done that before leaving the office. You're
Hello,
the
can
co.
you hear me?
I can hear you now. You were breaking before.
I said make me host, not
Okay,
co-host.
host.
I said make
Okay.
me okay. I said make me host so that I can allow them share their screen with the
Okay, all right. I'll do that
co-host
now.
feature.
I'll do
I
that now.
can't allow them.
I'll do that now.
Yes, I can't allow them share their screen. Yeah, thank you. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that. All right, so Tolu, let me just
Okay.
continue sharing yours.
Boma, you are not the host.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
thank you very much. Yeah. All right, so Tolu, there's something missing here. A button. So this is supposed to be like a slider, right? But
Yes.
sometimes I would not want to slide. I would not want to slide. So there should be a button for next.
Okay. For
And this
next,
is
okay.
too big. This is so big. Your font, there's no padding. There's no align, like you did not use your padding and margin very well. This is not supposed to cover the whole screen. So the only thing you can do is to reduce this text, like drag it inside. Aside that, then the space between these and these are not equal. So all you do is just hold the three and use auto layouts to make it equal.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one, same correction you make there. That's what you make here. Same thing. Let me reload this thing. I don't know. Okay, so now I have an issue with your sign in button and your sign up button. Skip to lesson. Now the issue is that first your button is too small. Like I've said in class that um
Boma, are you there?
yeah, I'm there. I'm trying to type something out. Okay. So for your button, remember what I said about buttons, that your button height. Let me just open another Figma and let you know what I'm trying to explain. Remember that I said something about your button height being around 45 to 60, within that range. Which design am I opening now? I think I've opened the wrong design. Okay, so if you want to do a proper button, your button should be around um 50, 45 to 50. This is how your button should be. And your button should not just be like this and you pull your text. Your button should have enough padding and margin. That's why I advise that you just write to button. You use auto layout instead. Write the button, then do your shift A. Then use this to give it spacing. You get.
Okay.
This is 49. Your list should be 45, like this. This should be your list button. 45. Anything other than this is a very small button. Then you can give it your corner radius. If you want it to be very rounded like you did there, give it 50. Then once you want to do, you just expand it to fill in the screen size. This is not a good button. Then the next one is when you have more than one button, this is how you do it. You have one more than one button. So let's say let me change this color to let me pick any other color. Let's say this is the first button, right? And the second one, you'll be tempted to use another color. You'll be tempted to use another color, for instance. So instead of using the different color, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make this an outline, the outline of this color. And then this should not have any color. So it should be like this instead.
Okay.
Then because you have three buttons, the last one should be a complete what's it called? Inactive button. So it's either you make it a gray button, a complete gray button from the first one. So something like this should be a complete gray button like this. Or it should be just a text button. So you leave all of those things and you make it a text button. Skip. Skip to home. Should be like this. Because you have more than one button, right? So that's what you need to do here.
Okay.
So it's same thing. Anything you do for your input field, this is too small. So imagine you are the user. Can this box enter your finger? Remember that we use our thumb to type most times.
Mm.
Yeah, so do you think that your finger will be able to accommodate this button?
No.
Also, this who are you? Hey, you don't
No,
use.
no, 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 no. Sorry, that was. I just wanted to put something there, and I was going to
Okay,
correct it
so
later.
you necessarily don't need to put anything here. It's not really mandatory that you put something here. So this,
Okay.
and also remember your alignment. You can see. That's why I prefer if your button, if your this thing is this long, your button should also be that way. So anything you do for this, just do it. You can see that there's no space and all of this. And this button, this they are all showing one thing. How will I put it? Like they are two in our face. That's why it's advisable you use gray. You use gray just like you have this the outline color on this is better than the outline color of the other one.
Okay.
Please, I'm coming. I'm coming, guys. Okay, so that's it for this part. I think any correction you make here is the same correction you make here. So this is forgot password. I think this is too okay. So this text is good. Yeah, you need to move this up a bit. Remember to take note of the spacing. The line spacing between this and this should also be the same line spacing that you use everywhere. So you don't need to use another one.
Okay.
Same thing, yeah. So it's almost the same correction. Okay, so this is nice because it's centralized, but this is not centralized. This button too. Any button you change, you know how to change on all. So now this is the main deal. Okay. So for this, pick a language. There's no need to put this logo here. Yeah. There's no need for this logo to be there. Then if I am to do this, um Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So let's assume we have something like this, a box. Let's assume we have a card, and in this card, or let's assume we do it like this. So instead of that way you did it, it can be like this to take the full screen, and then I would have something like let me look for flags. Let me just look for Hausa. I know that we don't have Hausa flag, but let me just look for
Yeah,
something.
it was what I saw when I did a Google search and I saw that there was an
So instead of the
application.
flag, you can do something like this. Um, so instead of the flag, you can use something like this. Um, something like this, and then you have your um Hausa Hausa language. So you don't just leave it plain like that and say Hausa, because you don't know if your users really understand what they are doing. So you can have something like this Hausa language. Alternatively, I'll duplicate this and then I'll make this an overlay. That means I'll make this a color. If color, let's say this color, and I'll bring it in here and then reduce this from 100 to like 20 or to like 50. So just place it here. So the main reason why I'm doing this is so that I can easily put this. So let me increase this to like 20. I can easily put this on top of this. And maybe change the color and I'll still see it. So white is, this is 50, this is 70. S- So you can see that this 70 is even clearer. I can see this more than the other one. So outer language, then Control G, duplicate it and just change the colors in there. This is one way to do it. The second way to do it is the way you did it by using your flag, but there will be no need for that button, for this button. So the logo should occupy up to this part. Then you put your Hausa language, the next one, the next one. So this button is what actually made it not cool. So now the next thing is if I click on the outer language, what should it show? All of those
Um,
things.
okay, so that's something I'm still working on. When you click on the Hausa language, it's meant to take you to like your a page where it would ask if you already have knowledge of the Hausa language or if you are like learning from scratch. Then from there it would if you pick on learning from scratch, it will take you to like through like a first basic lesson. And then if you pick on, you already have some knowledge of the language, it will take you through like a little test to see what level you are on. So like that's where I've stopped for now because I need to get um lessons or uh like a book or something to copy um this thing from.
Like a book. Okay. So
Yeah,
let
like a textbook or something to like copy some things out of it, like to see, for example, I have an apple, a ball, and then in Hausa, apple is called this, ball is called this, stuff like that.
Okay, so can you see what you're doing? Can you see?
Yes, yes.
Now, can you see how this is? Let me open it in a bigger tab. Can you see how this is looking?
Yeah.
You notice that it's the same thing you're doing, yeah? But this is cooler or this is finer.
Okay.
And then once I click on English, this is where it will take me to learn 15 English words, something like this. You can see how they play around, how they played with their colors. So this
Yeah.
is what I'm expecting you guys to do. Go online, type your normal, what's it called? Type the course or type what you're trying to do. Go online, look for inspirations. You would see them. This is another example. This is another example, like what you're saying. This is another example. You have so many. So don't limit yourself to what you can see in your head or what you have in your head. Don't limit yourself to the picture you have in your head. Look for different inspiration. That's the way to design. Designing is more like after thinking, the next thing is to look for different inspirations. Look for different things. This is also a different way to be able to put that. Look for different inspiration and design what you want. This is also another one. Different ways to make it cooler and finer. So, but well done. Remember those corrections. So
Yes,
try to
yes.
correct them. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me go to the next. Sorry, Zoom. Why is my Zoom now? Okay, so let's chat. So only Tolu and Samuel has sent their work. Guys, if you don't send your work today, would stay here, would not talk. I'll just go mute after I'm done with Samuel's work. Because you guys were supposed to send it on the WhatsApp group chat. Only few persons sent it. Send your link if you can't. So I like this. Yeah, I really like this front page. But first of all, there's no onboarding. You not onboard us into your system. You just carried us and you stoned us here. Like no, you're not
You're not
even.
even. Sorry, but there's onboarding. I guess the way I shared it from my Figma file, I
Oh,
guess I
okay.
didn't start the flow from there.
All right, let me
Let
restart.
me restart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah ah.
Ah, ah.
All right, so I think my voice is echoing us. So this is fine. This is beautiful. I just have one thing though, which is your get 5% cashback color. So I feel like you should make that black. Just make it black. And the space between save your days and get 5% backward is too much. So I think you should just close that a bit. Close that.
All
Close
right,
that.
ma'am. Close that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So aside that, this whole design is fine. It's giving me professional vibe. It's fine. So I like this also. Sign up or this. Sign up. Okay, so this is nice. This is nice. But my only problem is my only problem is I talked about this kind of form when designing. I talked about this that one of the reasons design is not just designing, it should work. And people might not understand that it is a box to put your distance. So that's the issue I have there. This is too big and it's not aligned. Your work is this aligned, this is not aligned. It's not aligned. And okay. Can see this is not looking like a form, so make it a form input instead. Wow. Oh yeah, tell me the truth. Where did you copy from?
No, I didn't copy. I did copy. Actually, I've been working on this project for a while. So when you say we should, I only just did the design guide for it because I didn't actually have a design guide for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I just need you to change all of those parts that you have a line. You might have seen different company use the line stuff, but it's not actually a good thing to use line input as text.
I don't know. Can you come again? What do you mean by line input, ma?
So this is line
So
input.
this is line input.
This. Have you prototyped this thing?
Yes, it's prototyped already. Sorry.
So you can see the line input I'm talking about. Where is it? This one. That's the line input.
So I should use a box instead.
Yes.
Line input.
Did you follow any tutorial to do this? Like you followed a tutorial? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So aside that change, this is nice. The next person, please, I'm waiting for your what's it called? I'm waiting for it, please. Send it. Like I said, won't do anything if I don't see all your work. Because I need to check it out and make corrections. So that because you present all of these things, so forget that nobody has had your time. Nobody has had your time for now, but just know that you're going to present all of these things. Naomi. Okay, one of my friends said her name is Naomi. I don't know if yours is Naomi or Naomi.
Yes, it's Naomi. The real
Okay.
pronunciation is Naomi.
Okay. I'm waiting for your design link.
Well, I've not made corrections to what you said I should make corrections to,
I
but
want
should
to
I still
see
send it?
I want to see the design from start to finish so that now that my eye is clear, I will know the
Okay.
corrections to make.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Send your design. If I submit today, Bayo, you are sending this or you want us to leak to kick you out of the class? We are
Make I
20
submit
minutes.
tomorrow now, because no abeg.
No, I'm doing the correction here in class. Like, yeah.
I'm
Even
using my phone and the design is on my system.
share the
I'm on the
link.
road.
You can
I'm on the road now. In the next 1 hour 30 minutes I'll be in the office. There I
okay,
can do it.
in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. We are still on this call in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. So by the time others are
Start
sending their
it.
own, please send your link. I asked for this since 9 o'clock. This is already to 10. We have passed 1 hour. I'm going to look everybody's work today, like everybody. For the people that let me open my you guys think I'm joking. Let me open my Google Doc. I'm not joking today, like not at all. I think this is yours, product design students. No, this is not yours. You see this one?
Yes, this is our class.
Okay. So this is your class. Let me just let you know that I'm not joking today. Okay. So if this one is not going to move, I'll delete this ones. Oh, it's still the same thing. Yeah, it's still the same thing. So there's no need to duplicate it. So it's the same thing. Um, so the only person that I've seen, let me take note of the name to tell you that I'm serious today. Osewa Samuel. Tolu. Okay. Naomi. Okay. So you're let me start from the beginning to give the correction. First of all, this color and this color doesn't match. Remember what I said about using color.co to get colors that match these two. It's better you make this a white background or a gray background or just like this. This is too small. Your onboarding is supposed to captivate me. Your button is short. You got the spacing, you got the height well, but this is too short. So just picture it that I'm using my hand to click on this. I'm using my hand to click on this. This is going, my hand is going to cover this. You got this part right where you did this, the outline of this, but all of these things are too short. Uh, how did you do it that I can see one frame from the other frame?
Like there was a mistake in the extension. I'll make correction to it. Like it was extended from the style guide that I created for myself. So it's
Okay.
into it, yes.
All right, so guys, let me do this illustration one more time. First, pick up your frame that you're using, right? After the frame, the next thing you need to do before you start designing is so yeah. Sorry, someone is knocking at my door. Let me pick. I'm coming. All right, so I'm back. I remember what I said. First thing first, do a layout grid, please. Then turn this to color. Make it 6. Your margin should be around 20. Your gutter is okay. Then next thing, pick up. If you don't like as this thing is showing, or you can always come to this part of your screen and turn on view your ruler. So once you are able to view, drag this to this, place it there. Drag the second one, place it there. You have this two, then you can turn off this thing. You can see now anything I'm doing. If I'm having a button, I will ensure that my button is almost close to this, or if not close, this is how a proper button should look like. And the height should be from 45 to 60. So sometimes I make it 50 so that it will be good. And then me, I don't like rounded button. For I don't know why. So I like using 10. I don't like so much rounded button, so I like using 10. But if you're using rounded button, your button should be like this. Or bad as a bad. It should be like this. But ensure that it's at the center. And then if you're using your fonts, if you're using your form input, let's say this is your form input. Your form input should also be equal. Equal. You see as this is looking, this is if I should play this, it will come out well than the short ones that I'm saying. Please let me not see short buttons again. Use a better button. This button now and form input will look fine if it comes out. So for any screen you're doing, now the thing is, instead of once you've gotten one, just duplicate to the other one so that you know that everything, even your text, even when you want to write a text, let's say I have this, if I want to bring this in, I'll bring it in and ensure that it laps. So I know that for this thing, I can only make this one. That means expand this to make it one, or I reduce it to allow 2 to enter, to make it 2. So if I want to make it 2, I'll just turn on this thing and see this is where the first one should stop. Then the second one, if I duplicate it, it will stop here. So I know that the space in between these two is 20. Anything I'm doing, I know that it's 20, that is the space in between them. If I want to make it 3, I can still make it 3 by doing it like this. Delete this one, take this one, and take this one. You can see that it's 3. If I want to make it 2, 2 with different sizes, still the same spacing. There's nothing I will do that you won't see the space. Do we get?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So that's how to always, if you want someone not to see, if there's a mistake in this, if you won't know. Because I know that the spacing between these. So same thing as this. Since I'm using 20 now, I want to do the spacing between any item I do. I will just do Shift A. Shift A. And if I check here, from here, you see that the space is 24. I'll just make it 20. From this, my work is aligned. Anywhere I put, if I want to write another text, let's say I want to write a text, I can still bring the text here and say, Voma is a girl, for instance. I'll just drag this text and put it in this auto layout. Bring it up. You see that the space between everything is still 20. That's one good thing. That's one thing auto layout will help you and do. Even if I increase it, even if I reduce it, the space between it is 20. So for this, I can still decide to still Shift A and then drag it into this auto layout. So that I know that everything I'm doing, everything on my page is 20 pixel. Then if I don't want this 2 to be 20, I'll just double click on the 2 and add a separate auto layout to it so that I can reduce these 2, the line spacing of these 2. Please and please. This is what I'm expecting from your comeback, your corrections. All right, so let's go, Naomi. Naomi, you know that any correction you make, one good thing about it is any correction you make there, that's what it's going to be. Please change this forgot password method. You don't need to use mine. You can use any other method and work on your buttons and all of that. Then this, I said you should look for inspiration. So let me help you with inspiration. It's a finance app, right? So what's the goal of your finance app? Just let me know.
That expensive, ma'am.
Finance, so let me say expense. Expense tracker, for instance. This is, if you come here, you can see them. You can see different ones. How to track your expense. This is what you're trying to do, right? This is your own concept where you first of all scan. So, but then you might not see the one for scanning fine here. So the next thing you do is once you're able to get, let's say this is your first screen, for instance. So there should be your first screen. Now this one should be like the button. Once I click on the button, once I click on this, then the scanner will open, right? So the next thing you do is after you've seen what you want to have as your home page, look at different finance app. You can come here, you see different ones. Now the next thing you do again is to search for scanner. Let me log in this thing now. So if they don't ask, they should not ask me for any code because okay. So I can now say scanner. Scanner UI or anyone. And then you can see different options. Scanner UI. Check, look for inspirations. Like there are different ways you can get inspiration. Like this is another example. This is a scanner, but you can see how this is. And if this is not what you want, look for different, you'll see different ones. This is exactly what you want, right? This is what you want, something like this, where I am able to scan this, scan a paper, or you can better still open your phone, look at how your phone scanner is, and implement it like that. If you go on Jumia Food, so this is it. This is what you are doing actually. Where you can scan this and then it's going to show you all your expense or what you want to do. But that's what I'm expecting. This is also another example. Once you scan, you get to see all of the papers and there you go. All right, guys. Naomi. So you just need to make all of those corrections. So when am I expecting to get the corrected version?
By tomorrow, ma.
Tomorrow.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we have up to how many people, guys? This is not nice. This is not nice actually. I think I've been very calm. This is not nice. Is this a password? Be honest with yourself. Is this a password? If you're to judge to say, okay, we are paying this person to teach, and then we have just 3 persons that have submitted out of 21 students in this class. Do you think it's a password? You guys should answer yourself. If next factory they are coming out to judge, do you think they would appreciate this? They will say this is a password. That out of 15, out of 20 something students that I teach, only 3 persons are able to submit. God, please, what's your name? Gabriel, what?
Gabriel Sokiri.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so this submitted isn't exactly for roughly I was planning on making. It's for a different it's for a different app, a different concept.
So this is a bank app, a bank UI.
Yeah, it is.
So this is
It has also been prototyped. You can check that.
okay. So this is actually good, but I have issue with your gray color. So it's either you reduce the opacity of this gray color or you use a different gray color. So that's the issue I have here. And why are you using field icons? Yeah.
Yeah, it was only one icon there that's filled, and that was meant to be it's meant to be in a clicked state, but uh, it's meant to show that your progress is saved as you go. I think that is something one of the apps competitors for this they did something similar. It actually worked. It's meant to show that your progress is saved as you go. You can click on it. I didn't prototype that though. You can click on it. That's when it goes to an outlined icon showing that okay, you are not saving your progress because most banks onboarding take time. At least a lot take time, and some people just want to leave it and probably return to it. So this app saves it as you
Okay.
go. So you can leave it halfway then return back to it.
All right then.
But
So just work
but if
on
you don't want
this.
to
No, just work on this gray color. I'm just
go
asking
back,
why. So personally, I have a personal bias around field color. It makes it look how will I put it? It makes it look too somehow. I don't even know the word to use. That's my own personal bias around this. But then But this is not, just try to work on this gray color, this particular gray. Maybe use a different, or reduce your passage, or use a different one. This gray is too sharp.
Yeah,
Something, yeah.
I'm thinking. I use EA, so I'm thinking something more like E7, something similar to that. Might work for
Yeah,
it. But we'll
yeah,
check
sure.
though.
Yeah. All right. So,
You can also check the prototyping. I
oh,
prototyped it.
okay. So no, no, let's not check prototyping. We've not got into that part, so let's leave it. Okay. So what just happened here? My gen just went off. Okay. So, the remaining set of people, please unmute. I would stop sharing. Why have you not submitted? I don't know. The gen just went off.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah. Good morning.
So I haven't submitted because I have not finished it.
Show me what you've done. You don't need to finish it. Just show me what you've done. We've been on this for 3 weeks
So how
now.
can I share the link? How can I share the link now?
How can you share the link? So you just need to go to share. Where you see share, yeah, just click on share and you see the link. Just copy the link.
Wait, I haven't seen the share. Under
This is share on top. On top.
okay, yeah.
Share,
I'll
yes.
copy
Then
the
copy
link.
the link and send.
Okay, copy link.
Yeah, so that's one person. The remaining people, we are 21 on this call. Okay, aside next factor, we are 20. Grace,
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma.
good morning.
Please, ma, I'll submit my own later today in the evening, please, ma. I was not in class the last time, so it was just yesterday that the admin updated the video. So I was just going through it to get some things about the styling and the other things. So I'm still trying to get them together so that I will start doing the work.
Okay, alright.
All right. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. So that's just Grace. All right, next person.
I'm coming, ma.
Okay, so I need access. Okay, so Tito autos. Um. So Tito, like I was saying, First, you need to make this an overlay, and this car doesn't really depict what you are doing. So I think you should look for a car image. So one of the things about design is getting is using an image that can actually represent what you're doing. This car looks like I know that it's a car, but it's not really giving me that it's not giving me that vibe or that distance. So just work on this onboarding. And you have just three things here. This sign up, please use a text input instead of this, and align your work, centralize your work anywhere you want to do it. Okay, so that's what it's to. Tijani. Okay, so I'm checking yours. Finitech. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, no.
Okay. So Tijani, what I'll say about this is reduce this and let it stay well. Then this is not an onboarding screen. Like you're just telling me I should ignite the digital space. Like I don't even know like so what is supposed to be on your onboarding screen? Take notes is like your value proposition. What are you selling? If you open piggyverse, they will tell you they will tell you fast savings, better savings, quick withdrawal. Those are the kind of things I want to see. What are like your value proposition? What are the things that is making you different from every other person? And then you use images to represent that. So if it's faster pickup, use the pickup van to tell me that it's fast. If it's this, use this to tell me. You get, so that's what I'm expecting from this side. Then for your button, remember what I said about button, please. For all the correction, one thing you need to note is the correction I'm giving here is not just for you. If I'm giving a correction to Naomi and you notice that you did the same thing, it's the same correction that you need to get. It's the same correction you need to do. Same thing, yeah. I can't. This is too plain. Get started. No. Get inspiration, please. Go online. I've been saying this over and over again. You can't come up and start designing something from your head. You can't come up and start designing something from your head. These are different. If you go on Behance and the rest of them, you get to see them. You get to see these are onboarding screens. Look at how you can make yours better from what you can see here. This is an onboarding screen. You can see that they told us plan trip to more than 50 country, Azul free and quick flight booking, this and that. And they illustrated and they represented it well. Let's say I want to now say automo. Can we put up all of these things? See if it is done. That's an upload this. Automobile boarding screen. You can see different types or different formats to get that. And then you get to see different things. Please Don't try to design anything from your head, please. So that's it for so Peter. Let me check. So Tijani, this is not even showing that it's a financer. Please, if you want to do something for sign up, look for sign up screen, implement it. That's how you learn.
Yes, ma. Ma.
Alright, welcome.
Um, Actually, there was a mistake. I was supposed to correct my and the name of the app I was doing that I was actually working on. No, the down one. Sorry, no, not this one. The chair, the furniture app. So it was supposed to be a furniture app. I wrote a food app. I was supposed to correct it, but I didn't know how to correct it.
Okay. So this one is Peter's own. This is Peter's own, right? Yeah, this is Peter's work. So yeah, make this color black or any other color or blue or your primary color. This is nice, but since you're making this a like half of this is also supposed to have a text that swipes to this. Your gray, please make this white instead of this gray and all of that. Then your box is small. Your product box is too small. It's too small. It's not giving it breathing space. Is it your product box? Maybe this is good, but your text they are so big. They are so big that it's covering the main thing that I need to see. So please work on that. This you can expand this to talk about I don't know. Yeah, we talked about it in this class in design where we talked about arrangement and how it's supposed to arrangement. Arrangement is one thing that we need to put into consideration. You need to think of how to arrange your work very well so that it doesn't look scanty and all of that. Placement, all of those things are things that we need to think of when we are doing all of this. So since there's no other one, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop it. But sincerely, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at what we have here. Out of 20 something percent, not even half of the class, not even half. So it means that we've not been doing anything. So all the times I even give classwork, because most of these things are like that, they are classwork, it's not even homework. So that means if I am giving homework, we would not get to achieve anything, which is not nice. It's really not nice or fair on my own part because I know how I try my best to carry everybody along in class. It's not as easy as it is, but I give you the time to even do what you need to do. I don't think I overload you with what you need to do part time. But then seeing this turn up or seeing this, it's really not encouraging. All right, so let's move on. Nobody's even unmuting their mic to say anything? Should we just I'm even feeling like there's no need to continue to this class, because if I teach something, you guys will still not do it.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
I can hear you. Good
About
morning.
the classwork you asked us to submit, I've actually been having issues. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I said that I've been having power issue in my area. Like most of the time, when I even want to go and charge somewhere, usually of the gen, and I don't really have that much to say I want to fuel my generator too. So it's not like I've not even done anything, but I'm still at the onboarding screen part. I don't know if it's a transformer that is fault in this area. Then if I can get power supply that I can work with my phone, I have to go and charge it somewhere yesterday night. I was not even going to press it because I want to attend to this class. Not until when class started this morning, that's when I just had to visit on. So I'm really sorry. I would look for other alternatives to just get power supply and work on that. Maybe by next class, I believe I would have done something more tangible. But I'm still at the onboarding part. Since Monday, we've not had light.
So you guys know that this is like, if not for public holidays that we had, if not for those public holidays that we did not attend classes, this is actually the last week of class. Like this is the
Yeah.
last week of class, but public holiday is now extending it to next week. If after 4 weeks you don't have at least 10 screens on what we've done, it just shows something. Nobody is going to ask, do you have power issue? Do you have this? The next thing will be that the instructor did not do well, or I did not follow up on you. But I know that even during class, I give time to do classwork, which is not even supposed to be so. But I give 1 hour of my time sometimes to do classwork. And it's not, we don't even have up to 10 people, not even up to 10.
Now, when you talk about the making the icon very small, so I'm like, what if um it's my screen that's deceiving me? That's why I'm making it big, because when I'm looking at it from far distance, I won't be able to see the button very well. That's why I'm making it more big. Or do you have like a
What did I
radius
say? I said
which
I said that I said that the best logo icon size is within 2025, depending on what you want to use it for. But then the best way to know if your text, your icon, everything is in size is use your phone, download Figma Miro. With Figma Miro, you can be designing and be seeing it on your phone. Or you play it, always play it to see it. If you're playing it, you'll get to know if it's big. Because sometimes something will be small on your screen, but in the real sense, it's big. If I show you a design that I did, if I show you the fonts in what's it called, that's why we also look at, if I show you the fonts on the design, it's very small, but in the main implementation it's big, because that's when it's viewing it live. This one will show you if this is big or not. Look at this button now, you won't know if it's big or not until you play it. That's when you know if it's big. So always play your work. It's not like it's only when you want to present it. As you're designing, let your play be there. Can you see how big this button is? But it's not as big as this here. So with that, you get to know which is good, which is not good, and adjust them accordingly.
okay, ma'am.
Um, Good afternoon. Good morning,
Okay,
ma'am.
good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm getting a very nasty complaint about you guys not doing your classwork. Okay, it's not just with this class, it's also the same thing with digital marketing class. We can do something very funny, right? Everybody will finish the training and go without certification. That's going to happen. I stated it very clearly when we started. Classworks, assignments, they are part criteria for you getting your certificate. I don't even want to get this complaint again because those things are being collated. If you miss one, kiss the certificate goodbye. We can't keep doing this. You guys come in late for classes. You don't even take the training seriously. It's free for you, but someone is paying seriously to have you guys get the training. I would not lie, I've never had to deal with any sets like this. In all the trainings I've had to do, I have never had to deal with any set like this. So this is what it is. By the end of today, if we don't see the classwork and the assignments, and your facilitator keeps complaining about it, well, everybody can just kiss their certificates goodbye. So, your choice. Toma, you can continue.
Okay, thank you, Shifa. Thank you. All right, so let's just move forward. Sincerely, I I really don't even have vibe again because I feel like if I teach now, at the end of the day, nothing will still be done. But let's continue. Let's continue. Let me look for a page. This one that is even dragging me. Okay, so today we are going to be doing mobile website. Sorry, so let's I'm looking for inspiration. I'm looking for something that will replicate because it's looking like if I do it for my head, you guys will understand. So let's look for something that would replicate. Let me look for a website. Um, okay, so Peter, ask your question. Sure, ask your question.
Okay, Ma, the link I actually sent to you. So I'm trying to edit each of these texts, but then I don't understand what it's trying to tell me. It's just I don't know how to put it. But then it's breaking my text into parts, like bringing up a draw to I don't know if you can go to the link. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Okay. Let me check the link again. I think I've closed it.
Yeah. So each of these texts, I'm trying to edit it, but then it's showing in such a way I can't. I don't know.
Okay, so have you double clicked on it? Like you double
Yes,
click.
I've double clicked. Yes.
So what's the message you're getting?
It's taking me back to this curve two, this Benny two. It's showing at instead of
So
showing as text on the right hand
so
side, on the layer side, it's showing as something else. The logo there is now in a shape of N, but
I
in a
think you
fence
you you converted this. I don't know how you did it, but it's not a text. So that's why you can see it showing like that. It's not a text.
shape. So I would have to delete each and every one of them.
Yes. So now the thing is, this is what you should do. You're the one that gave yourself this issue. Or this is what you should do. You should make it a card. Remember what I said about making it a card? You can just make one a card. Put your image here. Put your image here. Put your text here. Oof. Put your image here. Put your text here. So let's say this is what it is. This is it, right? And then you put your text and the rest of them Align all and make it a component. After you go with Control G, if you make it a component, is one card. So what you would have done is since it's one, you just go to the second to the one of it and edit it. If it's to change the text will change across board. But since you did not do it like that, please try to make a one card first before you duplicate and all of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you're welcome. So I'm looking for different websites. So we are going to choose from which of them that we are going to replicate in this class today. Oh, I've closed my own. Um. So this is Piggyvest. This is another one. So let me talk about So what is a website? Yeah, a website is a collection of pages. So just the way we have remember that if you're building something, for instance, you're building a finance app, and you're
Boma, your
building.
mic is kind of low.
Okay, can you hear me now? I think I
Yeah,
moved it away from my mouth. So I
better.
said what is a website? Yeah, a website is a collection of pages. Now let's look at Piggyvest. Now for Piggyverse, you can see that we have we have save. Save is a page. We have invest. Invest is a page. So we have stories. Stories is a page. On this one. We have all of these individual pages. So just know that a website is a collection of pages. That's collection of web pages. Now, just the way you have your mobile app, that you have your language app, you can decide to now put languages, and then you have a drop down that shows all your languages. Let me use this one. This one has a drop down. You can see you have a drop down that shows all your languages that you can put there. Then if you have any other thing, you have a drop down that shows all of them. Do we get? But when you talk about landing page, your landing page is that page. That's the first page. That's your own page. Anything you want to call it. Is that page that summarizes all of your pages in one. It's mostly the first page that people come to when they come to your website. And it's like the most important page. So if you're able to sell your landing page very well, if you're able to sell something to us in your landing page, you've actually done almost half of the work. So you can see what Piggyverse did with their landing page. They just showed you all the things that you can do with their platform. Automated savings, fixed savings, goal orient when it comes to savings, flex dollars, diverse way of savings, what you get to earn if you save with them. Then they are showing you their saver of the month, the person that saved more that month, and all of that. Now let's go to these people. What are they showing you on their landing page? They are showing you what they do in general. They are showing you their the different things you can, like their value proposition. You can discover things, you can restock, you can have access to buy now and pay later, flexibility. Then why should you use them? Because they are easy, affordable, they are data driven, and then this and this. And you see them telling you join thousands of users, and then this. And so this is where you mostly put your frequently asked questions. So all of those things that you feel that people need to see on your page, this is what this is how you get to do them here. So which of them do you think we should replicate? So just tell me A is Piggyverse, B is this. So just tell me and let's know which one we are replicating.
B.
B.
I think
Okay.
I think B.
A
B.
A works. Piggyverse.
B.
This woman is tampering with my life. B. Oh wow, everybody is doing B. So let's go to B. If this woman spoil my electronics, I don't like her. Okay, B. So we have B. Let's do B. Now this is B. So first of all, this is what I want to do. Control C. I'll copy the link and I'll come to Figma. So I'll come to, let me just come to Figma. So this is what I am doing, right? The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to be going back and forth. Or should we just be going back and forth? Because once I show us that thing, everybody will want to use it, and I don't want it. So the first thing first is to pick up your frame. So this is the first thing I'm doing. I'm picking up my frame, and my frame is a desktop frame and not mobile. So I'm going to pick Android desktop 1440. So that's the desktop I'm picking. Now the next thing is I need my navbar, right? Let me copy let me download their image here. Copy image and I'll come here. So first thing first, I'll pick up this. I'll do my layout grid. I'll make it 12. My column will be 12. My margin will be 100 and my gutter will be 20. And then I can use my ruler to take this.
Hey, Boma, can you please give us the your grid layout again?
So the grid, I sent it in that book and I also taught it. The grid, this is what I do. Your column should be 12 because it's a website. If it's a mobile app, it is 6. If it's a what's it called? It is what? 6. If it's mobile, it is 6. Tablet, 8. Desktop, it is 12. Then my margin is 100 because I want, if you go to any website, you can see this space here, this space here. Go to Piggyvest, you see this space here, this space here. They don't put anything in this space. It's just like the normal space there. You get. So you always get to put it. So that's why I'm putting 100. For some people, they do up to 150. And everything they will do will enter here. But me, I'm using 100 because I don't want it. Now, just look at how the 100 will be like. For instance, this is how the 100 will be like. Let me play it. So you can see it that there's no item. Everything I did started, there's a space here for me. So that's it. So that's my spacing. So then I can now turn this off. I'll first of all
What
drag
number
this to
of
the
margin should we give
yeah.
for desk? What number of margin should we give for
12.
mobile
Mobile is
and
6.
tablet?
Tablet is 8. That's for column. Then your that's okay. Let me go back. See, you have 3 things to fill here. You have your count. Your count is always 12. Your margin, if I'm doing for mobile, I use 20 as my margin. That's if I'm doing for mobile. But my gutter, I always leave it fixed. So if I don't want to leave my gutter fixed, I can leave it 16. So you know what gutter is? This small tiny line in between. So that means you know that the pages between would be 16 or 20. So that's it. So let's turn off this thing because I don't want it to cover my eye or anything. So the next thing I'll do is we have one. So there's something I was supposed to show us, but I'm not going to show us because after the class, remind me on the last day. I'm going to show us on the last day so that you can stop doing this thing I'm doing now, switching between tabs. So I have this, my nav bar, right? For the visual, oh Jesus, this one, God, do. Okay. So I'm going to make this 100. Now this is my nav bar. I'm going to name it nav, or let me leave it first. So I have this. What's the first thing? Their logo. So I'll copy their logo, copy the image, and I'll come here. I'll face the logo. I'll face the logo. So increase it a bit, and then I'll place it here. But it's not going to be clear because I did not download it from. So let me see if I can find their logo online. Let me see if I can see their logo online. Okay, their logo is not online, but let's just manage this one that we have here. So the next thing I'm going to do is this text, why Figo, company, resources, contacts. So let me copy all of these things that they have here. Copy text, and I'm going to paste it here. So this is what I'll do. I'll differentiate all of them. Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, and Control X and Control V. So now I have all of these things. One thing I need is under my assets, or it's not in this page. I have assets, but I'll just need remember that asset that we did. So you can decide to put the drop down. So let me look for a drop down. So I'll go to font.google.com because I don't have my assets there. So what I'll do is I'll come to this place where I have where is it? So this is Google Font. See icon. So I'll come to icons and I'll say arrow. And then this is what I'm looking for. So I'll just take it, download as SVG, and download as SVG. Then I'll come back to my Figma and I'll go and bring it in. So let me look for that icon back. Yeah, you know why? Okay. So let me stop sharing first and open something. I need to get that particular icon back because I don't want to be downloading, going back and forth with downloads. So let me just get the icon back. So now that I have it, I can now share my screen back. So I don't like how this logo is. Let me use another logo. We'll copy them, we'll follow them, but I'm going to use another logo, which is Nigerian logos. It's a plugin called Nigerian logos. All the logo you need, you'll get to see them here. So so let me import this instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this color, the color of I'm going to give it this color. This is your color. So I'll just give it the color of everything we are doing. So after giving them the color, I cannot delete it here because um let me just use this so that it will be clear. So let's see. This is clearer now. I needed something clear. So we already have our family color, right? So I'll align it to fit what I want to fit. And then so this text is 12. So I'm going to make it 16. And I'll do the same for this 16, 16, 16. And then remember my asset. So I'll just go and see arrow. I've what it into. Let me just check for the arrow. And so this is it. So let me just bring it down here. For how many they have it all everywhere. So this is what I'll do. I'll hold this to shift A, and I'll give the space between them to be 3, and I'll ensure that it's centralized. So so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to control D this, duplicate, control D, sorry, duplicate it, and I'll still do the same thing, shift A. So for this, I'm going to type company. For this, so I'll just be duplicating it now. For this, I'll type resources, and the last one will be contacts. Oh, I just deleted the contacts that I wanted to copy. So I've copied it, then I'll just duplicate it, Control D, and I'll paste it. So I'm good with this. So let's see the space in between them, 18. I'll make it 15, and I'll bring it here. So what's the last thing? Our get started button. So I'll just do the button as fast as I can here. So there's no space between them. So let me give them space. And another thing I might want to do is to reduce these buttons from 24 to 20. 20 by 20. So there's one that is not, yeah, I know. 20 by 20. So we have this, let's see, yeah. They are all blue color, but me, I'm not using blue. And then my button. So for my button, I'll just bring out this, Control C, and I'll paste it here. So let me see my layer as if it's a text. Yeah, it's a text. So I'll type get started. Get started. Then I'll do Shift A, and this should be 10. This should be 20, and this should be 10. And then I'll add my color to it, and I think this is the color they use for their button. Yes. Then I'll make this white. So remember what I said about black. So all my text that is black, I'm going to change them. That are pure black, I'm going to change them. So let's see. We have this here. So I would shift A all. I'll highlight all and shift A and keep it in the center. So let me see. Something is missing. I need to have a space. It's not arranged to the okay, it's now there. So now that I'm done with this, ensure that it's properly arranged. I will group it, Control G, and I will name it my nav bar. So this is my nav bar. Now this color changes to, let me change this pure black first to this, and then this color changes to white. This color changes to white. Okay, so they made theirs in the center, but I don't want to do it like that. But then I can still add a little shadow. I want to talk about shadow, so I'll come to effects, and I would add a drop shadow, and then I'll reduce this to like 2, 2. So let's go back to my shadow and see. Then I'll reduce this to like 10 or 15%. Let's see, just to show that I have something down. Well, if I still want the shadow to be soft, remember what I said about soft shadow, your blur will be higher. That if you want the shadow to be soft. So let's say our blur is like 20%. Or let's make it 30. 30. And let's make this 1. Okay. So this our shadow now is soft. Mm, I'll still go back because I'm not comfortable with it. So let me make this 1 and see. Okay. And yeah, I think it's better now. And this should be like 10. Yeah. The shadow is better now. I know that this is my nav bar, but I feel like this nav is too big also. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reduce this to say 80. I used 100 before, so I'll reduce it to 80. Then I'll shift this off, align it, and see. Is it better now? Yes, it is. It's better now. So for me to show where I am, I can just say. So let me make this so. I'm changing the pattern again. I'm changing the pattern again to home. I don't want to follow them back to back. Let's say this is about. Oh, so let's see something. Come to this and you remove it. And I'll do the same for this. Home, about us, resources and the rest. So you know what to do, right? The next thing is to increase this till it gets to the end. And yeah, this is it. First page is done, or first navbar is done. Now the next thing is you want to do this digitalizing informal retail. So but this I'm going to look for another picture because I don't want to use this there as this animation and it's complicated. So I'll duplicate this, Control C, and I'll come here and I'll paste it. I just want to paste the text. So what do we have here? Digitalizing informal retail. So this is what I'll do. I would collect these two, Control X, and I'll paste it here, Control V. And then what am I going to do? I would increase this to say 60. Make this bold. Um, change the color. So the first one has a line. So you can decide to keep the line there or you decide not to. The choice is yours. So me, I'm not keeping the line, so I'll leave this like this and then I'll move this here and then I'll change this to this part like this. Okay, so I increase the line spacing and then let's see what is here. Let's let's see. This is what we have here, and this is what they have here. So the next thing I'll do is our text too big or is okay?
It's okay.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's good.
Okay, so
It's okay, ma.
next thing is to actually work on our colors. So me for this here, I'm going to just give it this color, and for this, I like playing around with my colors, so something like this, and so this is okay. And then the next thing is Google Play Store. So I'll just come here and say Play Store. Play Store icons. So I'll come here and I'll look for the one that I would use. So sometimes so this is, let's check this one out. So I'm going to use this one. Copy image. Then I'll come to my film, I'll paste it. So this is what I do most times is I duplicate it, Control D. And for the first one, I'll crop it out. I'll crop out this. For the second one, I'll crop out this. So once I'm done with this, I'll just plug in remove.bg. Where is remove bg? I need to set API key first. Well, I don't have that strength. Let me set the API key. Login. Then come to my account, API key, new API key, create new API key, copy the API key, go back to Figma, and I paste the API key. So now that I've set my API key, I'll just remove the background. So the reason why I'm removing the background is because maybe I want to do other things that I want to use another color. I don't want it to restrict me. Okay, so let me check if the background, if they've removed it. So let me just change this to another color here. Okay, it has been removed. So I'll do the same for this. And then I'll crop it out again. I'll just crop this part and crop this part. Crop this part. Crop this part out. Okay. So crop it well. So let's see. I'm going to reduce these two together. And then I'll add Shift A. So add spaces between them. Let's see the Shift A. This is 14. Let me reduce it a bit to like 5. No, let's see. This is outside my desktop, so I'll bring it inside my desktop so that I have space. Now I'll do the same thing for this. I'll do Shift A and get good spacing between them. So let's see what we have here. This Apple logo is still big for me. So let's reduce this.
Sorry, Boma. That shift A is
Yeah,
actually at Abby.
yes, it is.
Okay. So you need to first of all highlight it before you press shift A.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so this is better. Now, what's the next thing I need to do? I need to look for what I'll do put here. But I think I want to use Thingiverse pattern. So what I want to do is I want to use Piggyverse pattern, have these plenty cards, like have these small cards, individual cards on it.
Where did you go to copy the icon?
I went to Google to find icons. Yes, ma'am. Guys, give me 2 minutes. Hello. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was answering your question. I went online to Facebook, to Google, to search for fuel. Oh God, there's no light, and I'm calling fuel. Sorry. I went, I went to search for Play Store icon on Google, and I just copied it. Now, guys, when you're designing, have I answered your question, please? So the next thing is, let's see. This is how my page is. Fleetcoin. Let me just say digitalizing Bitcoin retails. So let's not follow those people word to word. Let's change the pattern. We are following the automation.
Sorry, Boma.
Hello.
The drop down icon that you use at home, about us, and resources contracts, that drop down icon,
Yeah.
is it the same thing if I should go to plugin then material symbols?
Yes.
Okay, it's the same thing there.
So
Okay.
the reason why I use this is I use a set because of I want everything to be the same. You get. I
Okay.
don't want to be downloading, going anywhere, downloading. I just want to have everything in one space.
Okay.
That's why I use that. Okay, so this is what I do. I go to iStock, right? When I want to download pictures. And you know that these images, they are not free, they are paid. So I go to iStock and I look for a picture that fits what I want to do. So let me just say, let me duplicate this because let me just say I want Bitcoin, a woman trading Bitcoin. So let's see. Hmm. Okay. So you can see pictures that you can use in your designs. So let's see which one I want to use. All of these pictures are entering my eyes, but I need the one that would guys,
Pick
help
one,
me now.
Boma.
No, so it's not about picking anyone. So you know that pictures are part of your designs.
Okay.
Yeah, like they are really part of your design. So if you get it right, you've gotten almost everything right. So that's why I take time to also look for pictures. So what I'm going to do now is I like this picture, so I'll copy it and I'll go to downloader.la. Because if you download it like that, they are paid pictures, it won't work. So I'll just come to iStock downloader here and I'll download now. Then I'll paste that link that I copied. I'll paste it here. Control V. Are you sure this is the link that I copied? No, this cannot be. So this is the link. And I'll paste it here.
What if you copy the image and if you don't want to download it?
If you copy the image, yeah, so it used to come with this iStock, blah, blah, blah. So you can still do it, but first of all, come to this place and do all of these things. Then you now see view in full size. Then once you view in full size and you know that it's clear, because the first thing is you need to use pictures that are clear. Because once they start implementing it, so you cannot copy the image from here. So first of all, you need to remove that what is it called? Okay. So now that I have this, I can just place it here. I'll place it here. So
Sorry, ma. You said you take a picture from iStock. You go to download that word. Sorry.
.la. Downloader.la.
Okay, and copy the link.
Yes, I'll copy the link. So this is the link. Let me copy the link for you guys. So then copy the link of the picture. You get
it automatically
and paste it in your downloader.la so that it will remove that what's it called? That's you know that these pictures are paid, so it has license. It's going to remove those licenses for you. Okay, so let's arrange this, and this is it. And I like the color on this. So another thing I did not do is I would have to use a rectangle to draw to cover this. I'll leave the rectangle here. Then I'll send this rectangle to the back. Send to the back. This is 530. Let me make it 530. And then what I'm going to do is I like this color on this image. So I'm going to make this image color our background color. So let's see what we have. Why can't we see our image? Okay, this is our image. Our image is here. And then you can do any other thing you want to do. But let's now first of all I need another.
Please, ma.
Okay.
Ma.
Yeah,
Are you
and
hearing
ask
me?
your question. Yes, I can hear you.
How do you like the rectangle, like be at the you place them places like the like under the image? How do you do that, ma?
So I just right click and you'd see send to back, send to front. Just send it back to back.
Send it back to.
Yeah, just click on send to back. It will send it to back.
Oh, okay.
So you can add anything you want to add here. But let me see if I can still add. Remember that I said I want to use Piggyverse so that I can add all of these things. So let's look where we can add all of these things. It's not going to come out well, so there's no need to add all of those things. So now I'm doing my plan B. Now, what is my plan B? Remember that when you're designing, right? When you're for your landing page, there's a part where people that have worked with you, you have to put their logos. So you can be supported by. So let me bring in logos of different companies that have used us. So I'll just right click, go to plugins, Nigerian logos, and then I'll just search for any logo I see. I'll say Piggyverse. I'll import Piggyverse. I'll say Carrywise. I'll import Carrywise. Kuda. Which other this thing do you know? OP. There's no OP. Pumpy. Guys, call this in pay later. Flippy, pager, flippy. So I've brought in all of these logos. So I'll just start. So I'll just start bringing them out one after the other. So now that I have this, so so now I'm going to reduce all of this. I'll reduce this. Yeah, so I'll do the same for this. Ensure that they are same way. This so I'll reduce it. So I'll just do Shift A for all of them. Shift A, and the spacing between them, I'll reduce it. So, so these things are still big, so I'll reduce them again individually. I'll reduce the so so I'll now drag it in here. Let's see, it's very big, so I'll reduce them. And let me just duplicate these things.
Sorry, Boma. I'm trying
Okay,
to do my own too. I'm trying to start from where we have started. So I can't find my own ruler on my Figma. Where can I
come
find it?
to edit, come to view, sorry, and just turn on ruler.
Ruler. Okay, thank you.
So let's reduce this to fit everything. So now that we have this, I would just put them in the center, and then so something like this, and then I'd make this white. So I can decide to look at all of this color, and this is what I want to give it. Okay, this is what I want to give all the colors. I want everything to be uniform. So if I'm prototyping this, it will be like at every point that. So I went to a plugin called Nigerian logos. So almost all the Nigerian logos will be there. Sorry guys, let me just give me 2 minutes. Let me.
So please, can anyone tell me the size she used for the website?
1440. That's website frame. You can use any frame, but I prefer to use 1440. Sorry, I want to send someone something. Okay. So all right, let's continue. So this is what I have here. You can see. So if this color is not good, I can still come here and change the colors to something better. Well, I want it to have a uniform color. So people that use us, trusted by anything you want to put, call it trusted by blah blah blah, this and that. And you can see how this is looking. How is this looking, by the way?
Fine.
Is there
It's
anything
fine.
we
It's
need to
looking
do?
good.
So we are done with our Yugo section, right?
Yes.
All right. So next thing, yeah, we would have to. So is there a question for me? Okay, no question. Next thing, yeah, we will now get to what are we doing next? We are doing we are doing this. Let's say we want to doing this where we have these icons and then this. So the same thing with figure vest, the same thing. Uh, so let's take this from our brothers. And then I'll do it like this. Sorry. So let's do this like this, and it's just the text I want. Your security is our top priority, right? So your security is our top priority. So I'm going to pick a rectangle first, and I'm going to draw it like this. Then I'll make this like a 20, and so this is the part where I can give it a color. And then I'll come to assets and I'll look for security icon, and I'll bring it in. So because we're talking about Bitcoin, let's use something like this. So I'll increase this, change it to white. But then I want this to be sharp. So what I'm going to do, I'll double click and have this to be like 3. Okay. And then I can just keep my text here. This is 16, so I'll make it 20. Let me see how 20 will look like. So I can't see it because it's not in my frame. So let me bring it in my frame and
Sorry,
see.
Boma. Please, how
Yeah,
can I get all these icons located in my assets on my Figma?
I gave it to us to download now.
Okay, the link.
Yeah, no, I gave you my Figma to download to copy the fonts, the icon. Sorry.
Ma, sorry, I don't have it. I don't have it, ma.
Okay, let's do this. Um, I'm coming. This is assets. Copy the assets. I've sent the Figma link. Come and copy the assets.
So once copy,
Come to assets, then
what will
just
I
click on this
go to
and
the
just
next?
copy it and take it to your own page. So once you take it to your page, it will work the same way this is working.
Okay.
So have you copied it?
It's just to load. Yeah, it's still loading.
Oh, okay. So copy it then. We'll move. All right, so if you've done it, let's go back to the next section. So I want everybody to copy it so that I don't get to hear I've not copied this. Okay, so everybody, I guess we are done with the copying, please. It's only this thing I say you should copy you. I don't know what you are doing on my own screen. I said copy icons under assets. You are looking at my screen. All right, so let's do this. So first off, let me edit this and show you what to do. So you can attach link to your design. You can attach link to your design and all of that. So first of all, I'll make this a bigger text. No, I'll make this bold, and then I'll cut this out. I'll cut this out, Control X, and so I'll make this 18, and then I'll paste the other one that is 16. I'll paste it like this, and just reduce it a bit. Okay, so increase the line spacing a bit to 120 something. And then I can highlight this now. I want to convert this to link. I'll just highlight it and you see link. Just put create link. And then you can type anything you want to type under the create link. Or better still, if you don't want it to be a link, you can just underline it from here. They will know that it's a link. So I have this. Now let's see what we have here. Your security is our top priority. Let's see how we have it on Piggyvest. Okay, okay. So I like the way it's here. So let's go back and work on our own. I like that this thing they did. So let's go back and work on our own. Control X, Control V. So I'll give it here. So then let me look for arrows. Oh, if I don't see it, man, I'll leave it. But I'm supposed to see something that I can use for it. But let me just use this and bring it back here. Let me just use this and maybe say this is it. Shift A, centralize it. 20 by 20. And then reduce the space in between. And then do Shift A to add spaces between the say 12. And then this is it. And we have this, so I can reduce this color. I can decide to reduce this color. And sorry, I'm going to check. It's there, it's on the link. Have ever any other person seen it? So let's see what we have here. So have we gotten to this point? Have you gotten to this point?
Yes.
All right, so let's move. All right, so now that we have this. Let's move to
Ma,
yeah, yeah, I can hear you. You have a question?
my question is, yes, ma. So my
Okay.
question is about the um the more features. I think there was one that was more features on, and it was underlined. So is it like a link? Because I did not get that
Yes.
because of network issues.
Yes, it's like a link. It's a
Okay,
link.
ma. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. So, ma, but how is it the programmer or the web developer that would do that, that will make it into a link. So us will
So
just create that,
okay, so I
like
showed
the
us
words and
how
the
I showed us
underlying
how to do
stuff, or
it.
there's something else you did. Because
I showed you what to do. I'm going to come back to share my screen, please. Let me just reply to these and then I'll come back to share my screen. Alright, sorry guys. Okay, so let's come back. Okay, so Naomi, this is what you can do. So like I said, this is what I did. I did this underline. I use underline here to show it. Alternatively, this is what you can do. So you just come here. You see this link here. So you just click on link. Then maybe attach the link you want to attach. Let me just use google.com. .google.com. So I've added it as a link using google.com. If I come to my page now and I click on this, it will take me to Google straight. So did you see that?
yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Yeah. So you just need to turn it to link from here. From here, attach the place you want it to go to, and
Yes,
it
ma.
will go there. So the developer will know that that's a link. The first time I used underline because I did not want to show us all of this, but now that you can see how to do it.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
Yeah. So now that we are done with this part, what is the name of this our app before they come and show us? So Fluid Coins. For let me change it to Fluid Coins. Is there any other question? Please, if you have questions, just unmute instead of unmute and just tell me, because sometimes getting back to look at chat is somehow. So this is what you do. If you want to turn this to link, just click on it. Once you click on it, come to this link here, create link and add it and add the link.
So, Boma,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've located the assets and I'm on the iconography now, but it's not showing me the picking icon so that I can copy the.
No, this is what you do. Once you get to iconography, just click on the iconography. Once you click on it, just do Control C. Take it to your own design.
Yes, it's
To
not
your
showing
own.
me this your pick icon. This your pick. What am I going
Oh,
to
but
call
you've
it?
copied it to your place.
No, I can't copy it because it's only showing me the thumb. This thumb. How am I going to put it? This thumb. This is what it's
Yes.
showing me.
Now
And
that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
pick
Just click on it and do Control C. It will work. Click
with
on
this
it.
thumb. Okay, let
Click
me
on
try.
it. But how many others have you been able to copy it? Just click on the iconography.
Yes, ma, I've
Just
been
go
able
there
to copy it.
and just do
Yes,
copy.
ma. I'll be able to copy it too.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
All right. All right, so away from that, I guess we've copied it. Now let's move to the next part, please. Where we have this heading and this is what I just get to do. So you can see that the more I go, I'll hold down control and increase this to add more space to it. So for this, you can decide to make this 2 or yeah. You can decide to make this 2. Let me group this. Let me use 10 for this one. Control G, Shift A. Then you add what you want to add here again. Shift A. And let's see. After security, you can add more things. So let me remove some of these contents. Thing is too much. I want to Ctrl Z, duplicate this one. So what do you think I can add here? Oh, the spaces between them is not too much. But no one. So let me increase this a bit. So so you guys can see the time I'm taking to like come up with. So that's the time you take. It's not like one time you get it right. You can take different times to get it right. All right, so I have this, and next thing I can just change this color. Now, just the way I have this here. Okay, so one thing I want to do now, two ways I change color is either I do this and I reduce this to like 10. So when I come to this too, I'll do the same thing. I'll change the color to this, change the color to this, and reduce this by 10. So I have my two colors. If this is security, this can be another thing. And let me move it down a bit. Yeah, so that there'll be space between it. And what's the next thing I need to do? I need to draw my boxes. So for now, I'm going to turn this on and draw my two boxes.
Excuse me, ma. Did you change to mobile?
No, I did not change to mobile. It's still web. We'll get to change to mobile, don't worry.
It's looking longer than like mobile than desktop.
That's how a website is now because you have to scroll. What I did is this is a desktop frame. Mobile frame is not as large as this. You just expand it to add more things that you want to add. You get. Just look at the page that we are following. Can you see how long it is? It's long. So it's the long thing that we are doing. So at every point, we'll get to change it. So let me copy this, copy, and come down here. So delete this. Now that I know the space, I just needed to know. So let me increase this to what is our second distance? Let me make this 40. So this is what? This is 60. Let's make this 30. 36. And centralize it. Let's see how big it is. It's not inside our frame. So put it inside your frame before you can see it. Now I've been saying it, nobody should ask me, how do you, once you play and you don't see that thing, always put it in your frame for you to be able to see it. Okay, so let me go to, I'll click on everything, and any place I see pure black, I'll change it because I don't want pure black in my design. And then this one, let's make it 10. So what do we have here? We have an icon, discover, and this. So let me bring it in and put it the same way. For the discover is bigger, so Ctrl X, Ctrl V, 30. So I'll leave it here. And this one, so this is it. So I'm copying their text. For you, you have to remember that you have to come up with your text. Me, it's just me that is copying their text and all of that. So you don't need to copy their text, Control X. Because of class, if I start thinking of text in my head, man, we'll not leave this place today. So that's why I'm pulling their text. So please don't do it the same way. I don't want to see people's text here. So let's see. Let's see the text and how they are. $16, 20, 50. Then let's get our button. What's our button? Discover product. And there's one more thing. There's like an arrow. So let's look for an arrow that I would use. So I'll bring the arrow in, I'll drag it in. So I'll change the color to white. So what is remaining? This thing. So let me use my own icon. Discover. So I'll use this one as my own icon. So I'll increase it. So Shift A. I'll bring it to the center. So then I use different things to decorate this. So I'll just do those things. So did you guys see what I did?
No,
How
ma.
do
No,
you
ma,
do
please.
that?
Okay. So So this is what I did. I remember that I talked about toolbox. I talked about this what was it called? Pen tool. So I just took a polygon and just draw it. Then I'll just double click on it. And you see this part here where you see bend tool. I'll just pick up the bend tool and bend this to how I want it to be. So I'll put this and turn every other thing here to white. This one that is black, turn it to white. And this one that is black, turn it to white. And this one that is blue, turn it to white. And the one that is inside, turn it to what? Turn it to blue. So what is this other one? This one is hiding. Turn it to blue. And all these things now, you now use it to decorate it the way they did theirs. Control D, you can add more. Anyhow you want to now start decorating it, depending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this, I think, black. Then reduce your opacity to like 2 and see. Reduce the opacity. 15. Just reduce the opacity. You can even use the same color, but ensure that the opacity is reduced.
How did you reduce it? Like, you know,
So this is it. This is 100, right? You just get to change it from 100 to like 20 or 10. Okay, white works better, so never use white and make it 10. All of these things they have here. Just get to arrange them. This one, this one. Okay, this is a rectangle with one side. So you can still use a rectangle to do it, please. You don't need this. So you can either do it anyhow you want to do it, but for what they did, they just used a rectangle like this. And come to this place you see here, and you just get to put the number you want. Okay, that's top. Let's do bottom. Bottom should be 50. No, that's not the bottom that I want. I want this last bottom. So this is it. I have that last bottom. I can make it 100. So this is what they did. Yeah, this is it. And this side, they now made this other side like 10. And the rest, let's see the rest. 10, 10. 10, 10. Just bring it in. White, 10. White, and then 10. And you can do it as you want. You duplicated this, and this now had to come in like this, longer. And what's the last one? There's also one more. You see that now it's left for you. There's also one more, and this one more is shorter. So this one more is like shorter. Thing is too plenty sharp for me. You can just use one or two and get what you want to get. No need to do plenty. Okay, so I have this, and am I good to go? Yes, I'm good to go for this first one. So it's not left for me to group all of them. I have the group, and this is one. Is this 10 or 20? Let me make it 15. And let's see, they have two colors, font and the rest. So let me just duplicate it, Control D and Shift A, and then duplicate this to come down, and then Shift A to 2020. You can see that it's 2020. So for this, you change the color to the color that you want, which is this. And for this, you change the color to black. Is it black they use? Not really black, but somewhere around here. And all you need to do is one is discover, restock. So let's go to restock. Um, restock, and I can just come to this part, change my icon to restock. But once I click here on the icon, I just need to come to this place because I'm using a pack, and I will search restock. I'll come here. This is credits. I'll full credit and do the same thing. Come here and say credit. And what's the last one? Flexibility.
Sorry, ma, where did you get the restock icon?
It's already in my icon pack. So what I'm doing is I'm just searching for it with the name. This is flexibility. I'll just search for flexibility. If I don't see, I use something that is related to it. Okay, so this is it. Our website is done. I can decide to now change. Let's give it a different color. Let's give this one a different color so that it doesn't look the same with everything we have here. So what other color do you think will work with this? I don't know if this will work, but I've used it. Okay, so is there any question so far? So basically, this is how to do it now. Is there any question you want to ask me? Any question?
Please, ma, I missed the part. You use the way you use the transparency, the opacity of those shapes that you put inside this.
So
I
this
mean, the
box that I put there, you
yes,
just click on it where you have this is 100, right?
you
Just
powerfully put inside it.
yeah.
How do you put it inside that shape? Do you
I did
power clip
not,
it?
no, I did not power clip it. I just drag it and put it here.
Okay, same size with the edge of that shape, right? The big one.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Is there any
Sorry, ma.
question, guy?
Sorry, ma. Sorry, ma. My own question is from the video. Sorry, ma. You
Okay.
said we are going to use desktop, right? So after using desktop, I don't know where, like, you said mobile, like, I know that about. So this desktop, I don't really get the place you like you choose desktop, and now you get the frame size 8 or something about. You said something about 8 6. I know mobile is for 6, but the 8 and the desktop, so I don't even understand the size.
So I use 12 for desktop, 12.
Okay, but like, do you get my mic? How do you get like the shape you use wrong? Whatever, like in the frame, where do you get it? Like that's what I
The
want to
same
ask.
way you pick your mobile frames, right? That's the same way you do it.
Okay, the same way I pick my mobile, that's the same way I'll pick
Yes,
the
you just
desktop too.
change it to desktop.
Oh, okay, but it should be 12, not 8.
Yes,
Okay, that means you said 6 is for mobile, 8 is for MC, 8 is for tab, and 12 is for the desktop, abi?
yes.
Okay, thank you, man.
You're welcome. Please, is there any other question?
Yeah, sorry about the icon. My question is about the icon. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How do we input it inside Figma? Like how do we copy it? Like wait at the right side of your screen. We want to
yeah,
place
just
it
go to
where
assets. Just go to assets and search for it. Once you search for it and it comes out, just click on it and it will come out here.
okay.
And it will come out
Okay.
here. So guys, let me send attendance to you and so that you can start filling your attendance. I want to step out. When I come back, I'll answer all your questions. So for now, just fill attendance. Can you see the attendance?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. So I'm stepping out now. I'll be back in